Hello. Welcome to the channel. This is white boys criticizing other white boys. I am your host, Sly Boy. I have a sly taste in boys. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Ned Fulmer. I did a video on Ned Fulmer a little while back. Curious little white boy who started a podcast about cheating on his wife.
I'm so sorry.
Rock Bottom with Ned Fulmer has 62,000 subscribers. I'm noticing, actually, just now that is 4,000 more than me. So please, can I have more subscribers than Ned Fulmer? Do I deserve it? No. Would I like it? Yes. The Cheating on Your Wife podcast received a decent amount of backlash from the general public and from myself as well. Our boy kind of kept his head down for a while, just kept putting out episodes. So the episode with his wife looks like it got 1.2 million views. Then we're down 50K, 20, 15, 10, 6, 3, 2. So you can kind of see the appeal wore off a little bit. So now it only seems fair that a whole month later, after the views are down, he finally puts out a video addressing the backlash. Now just felt like the time to address it. No particular reason. It just, he took a month and he finally put together his thoughts on the viral episode with his wife. Now, if you happen to have any interest at all, you're welcome to go back and watch my video about Ned Fulmer. But the gist of it was that although I don't see anything wrong with people who have done bad things coming back into the spotlight within reason, I thought it was particularly vile how he was essentially just using the bad thing he did as his sort of stepping stone back into the industry, to the point that it almost felt like he felt proud about it. In the podcast bio, he even brags about the cheating scandal being the number 6 times most viral moments of 2022. So I'm curious to see how he's going to respond to all of this criticism. Now, the best case scenario for both me and Ned here is that his response is particularly pathetic, because obviously that makes a funny video for me, and for him, it allows himself to garner a few extra views, being the internet's whipping post again. But it's not lost on me what he's doing here.
As has been reported in interviews, launching the podcast with a conversation with Ariel was Ariel's idea. She's a stakeholder in the Rock Bottom podcast and this new channel, and she wants it to be successful. So that was part of the reason why, in terms of having that conversation, we did it together rather than on any other platform.
That's interesting that she owns a stake in it. That doesn't really alleviate any of my criticisms of him, in my view. I mean, if he has this idea for a podcast and it's like a way she can make some money after her life got completely uprooted by this guy, then, you know, it makes sense that she would go for that. And that's completely her own prerogative. Like, I wouldn't look down on her one way or the other. But the point is, as a piece of media, with him as the face, it's just like, it's shitty on its face. The commoditization of the terrible thing that you did feels gross as a content strategy. If he wanted to come back, in my view, what he should have done is just start making content not related to that situation at all. And people would clown on him for a while, but if the content was good, you know, he'd gain his own audience. Cheating is a terrible thing, but plenty of the people that you idolize and watch right now, I guarantee you have cheated on somebody, so people would have gotten over it. Just make good content. That's the best way forward. That's a foolproof fucking strategy. But he didn't want to start from the ground floor again. He wanted a boost.
We knew it would draw a lot of attention, and I know that some of you have only seen 15-second clips of me putting my foot in my mouth, but I hope for those that watch the full hour that you took something away from it. You know, any clip that you see on TikTok is just one small snippet of an hour-long conversation of 3 years of trying to work through this.
I will say, if you saw a 15-second clip on TikTok, just imagine that 15 seconds of discomfort just replaying over and over for an hour. That's basically what it was. We didn't like break any incredible ground in that episode.
I started an intensive program of therapy, group therapy, and work to really try to understand what I had done, why I had done it and what it meant for my relationship and my life. This involved a lot of facing rationalizations, denials, minimizations, all of these mental clouds that help you continue behavior that you know is hurtful, and you still do it anyways. I cheated on my wife.
Yeah, I know. You won't fucking shut up about it at this point.
Those were my selfish actions and my choices.
All right, we're like halfway through this. I want to remind you guys, this video is titled Addressing the Backlash. Zero backlash has been addressed. He's just kind of hinting at the fact that everyone doesn't like him still, and this didn't go his way. But that's not addressing the backlash. That's just like damage control. Or not even damage control. That's an attempt at damage control.
And speaking of betrayal trauma, that is a phrase that I learned. The idea of betrayal trauma and integrity abuse.
Why is this like a first grade book report? He even has the demeanor of a nervous kid right now. Bitch, I don't want to know what you learned in class. You're supposed to be addressing backlash right now. That's what the video is called.
Additionally, I practice empathy and listening.
Oh, no. We have another empathy virgin. First-time empathy utilizer.
I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability empathy. I just can't help myself but feel for other people's pain and suffering now.
I guess it's a big year for white men discovering empathy. Maybe someday I will. Who knows?
I understand that if you, a viewer, is watching this for the first time or just sees this 15-second clip on TikTok, you don't understand everything that has led us to this point.
And we don't fucking need to. It doesn't change anything. Oh, wait, no. Okay, now that I know that you've worked on yourself a lot, I'll totally watch your cheating podcast. You're just not interesting, brother. I'm sorry. Once he figures that out, that'll be more horrifying than what he feels like he's going through right now. He feels like he's not able to make a comeback because people haven't forgiven him. And granted, people haven't forgiven him, but that's not why he's not able to make a comeback. He's not able to make a comeback because he's not fucking interesting.
And if you want to just judge me off of one clip of me talking about society, which obviously was not the best response to that situation, you are welcome to do that.
Okay, so I know he's addressing a specific viral clip from that episode where he said something that kind of sounded like he was responding in a really shitty way to his wife relaying her trauma.
All of that guilt and shame, you hoisted that on me. You gave that to me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true.
Point is, he's not even addressing that backlash. He just kind of lightly references it and is like, oh, you guys need to watch the full hour for context. I hate the but context doesn't give context defense. That is so popular right now, and I'm so fucking sick of it.
I really believe in the mission of the Rock Bottom podcast to foster conversations with empathy and curiosity. It stems from a lot of that group therapy work of seeing how much...
Oh my gosh. He's so jazzed on this therapy stuff. I'm not hating on therapy, but it seems like couching everything in therapy speak is his personality now. Most of us don't want to just be constantly speaking in therapy talk like it's a fucking native language.
And if you are wondering what the show is about, I encourage you to check it out.
No one's gonna do that, brother. So here's the thing that I don't really get. Episode 1 is a conversation with his wife, whom he cheated on, very public scandal, and then he puts out other stuff with other people who have gone through bad things in life. The only way this works as a business model is if we all watched episode 1, because obviously there's a built-in interest there, and then came away with it with such a good impression of him as this great guy who's totally changed, and actually he's super empathetic now, and it's inspiring how much he has grown as a person. That's the only way anyone would be interested in any subsequent episodes, which is, I'm just going to say it, a tall order for someone with his personality. Or lack thereof, honestly, because for a long time he was the I love my wife guy, then he was the I cheated on my wife guy, and now he's the therapy speak guy. He's always borrowing a personality from something. I just don't understand the expectation that this could possibly work. As if we would all be like pumping our fists in the air after episode 2 came out, like, woo, more Ned Flanders. That's the Simpsons guy. Who are we talking about? Ned Fulmer, yeah.
I know people are saying that it's similar to some of the stuff I did before with BuzzFeed and Try Guys. And that's true. It's the DNA of stuff that I love making.
Babies with people who aren't your wife? Is that... Wait,
Values of curiosity and empathy.
Oh, curiosity and empathy. Sorry. Mix up there. I didn't know he was doing other stuff on his main channel. Blind dating 5 guys plus secret AI? Wait, was he on the show or is he reacting to it? Wait, who got this guy to lead a dating show? What?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just. You think you're interesting enough?
No.